Let's be honest, let's be real for a second. 2025 is your time. I can feel it, and I hope you do too. And if you landed here, that means that you are in the right place. It means that you are ready to set big, crazy, wild goals for 2025 and actually achieve them. But here's what so many people get wrong about setting goals. It's not about writing a checklist or hustling nonstop or just doing things, just going through the motions. It truly is about alignment, strategy, and energy at the end of the day. So today, I'm sharing 5 game-changing strategies that helped me and many of my clients actually achieve the goals that they set out for themselves. And most importantly, they feel great while doing it. So grab a notebook because you're going to want to take some notes today. Let's dive in. So my first tip is one that so many people get wrong, and that is to anchor your goals in your why, in your purpose. Like, what is your real emotional driver behind your goals? For example, so many business owners say, oh, I just want 10K months, as if making 10K a month is going to solve all of their problems. And that's great. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting to make that amount of money, but why do you want it? Do you want to quit your 9 to 5? Do you want to travel more, spend more time with your family? What is the why behind that number? And do you even need 10K months in order to achieve that? See, when you're deeply connected to the reason behind your goal, that keeps you moving forward because that'll keep you motivated even on the days when you don't feel excited, you don't want to keep going, because not every day is going to be easy. Things are going to feel hard sometimes, and you need a motivator to keep you going through those hard times. So I have a really simple exercise to help you do this. First, you're just going to write down your top 3 business goals for 2025. Then, next to each one in a second column, I want you to write why it's important to you. And third, you want to reflect on these goals. Do these actually align with what you want for yourself? Or are these just things that you think you should do because you're influenced by other people or you want to look a certain way to people? What I've noticed is, especially in the online business world, a lot of people are influenced by this flashy lifestyle. Like, they just want to appear better than everyone else on the outside, but deep down they're miserable. You shouldn't compare your life to other people's online because what you're seeing is a highlight reel. It's not reality. And for that reason, you want to make sure that your desires are actually your own and not just imposed on you by other people. Personally, my why is all about creating freedom for myself. Time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. I don't ever want to feel bound or tied to anything. That really is the fuel behind everything I do, including my Gladiator membership, which I created to help other people create freedom for themselves through online business. I am doing a promo for $29 a month with code ENERGY at checkout, so get in while we still have that price going on. My second tip is to break your big, massive goals down and to align bite-sized milestones. Big goals can feel really scary, and that's why you gotta break them down a little bit. And you've probably heard this before because every single personal development guru says this, but I'm going to put a little twist on it. Not only do you need to break them down into bite-sized milestones, but you also need to make sure that they're really aligned. Now, the key is to make sure that these steps are very doable, but also really exciting for you. So for example, let's say your goal is to get 10 clients within the next 3 months. Instead of just focusing on this end goal, you're going to break it into smaller milestones. So the first one could be really defining who your dream client is and getting really specific in a way that lights your soul on fire, and then designing an irresistible offer that is going to completely change their lives. That's freaking exciting. So the second milestone could be to build a portfolio or a website or some kind of case study to show these potential clients to get them just as excited about your offer. And maybe the third milestone is to create a lead magnet, like a free training or a PDF or something to really magnetize these clients and bring them into your world and nurture them to the point of them being ready to work with you. So these small wins, they create momentum, and momentum gets results. And further down the road, your milestones are going to be getting your first client, getting your third client, and not just clients, but your dream clients, the people that you are like, oh my God, I can't believe I get to wake up every day and work with these people because it's so good. And always remember to write down these milestones and celebrate every single step you take, because that will keep the momentum and the fuel going even more. My third tip is to prioritize energy over productivity. So here's what I mean. Whenever you are trying to hustle, but you have no energy because you haven't gotten any sleep, you haven't fueled your body with nutritious food, you haven't been exercising and taking care of yourself, you're like driving a car that has no gas in it. You might get a little bit of distance, right? But eventually you're gonna run out of gas and you're gonna be stuck in the middle of the desert. So instead of doing that, focus your energy with intention. It's important to start your mornings with things that fill your cup instead of emptying it. So instead of mindlessly scrolling on social media, instead of watching Netflix, journal, meditate, eat a nutritious breakfast, get a workout in, do these things that really light you up and bring your life force into the day. And also make sure you're not saying yes to everything. You need to say no. You need to set boundaries with your time and your energy, or else you'll burn out. It's inevitable. And also make sure you take breaks throughout your day, even 5-10 minutes to recharge, read a book, do something that brings you joy. That makes a difference. It could shift your energy completely. It could mean the difference between you scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours and wasting time and actually getting back into your productive routine. You should always be working with your energy and not against it. After all, you are the CEO of your life, so act like it. If you're exhausted and you need to take a nap, don't try to keep working and running on empty, Take your nap, take your time away from work, and then get back into it. You are that CEO already, so embody that person. My fourth tip is to use visualization. And if you've listened to my podcast before, I have talked about this multiple times. This isn't just woo-woo BS, okay? This is a proven strategy to magnetize your desires and success into your life. It works by aligning your intentions with your actions, with your goals. So in the context of goals, what I want you to do is close your eyes and visualize yourself actually achieving that goal. What does it look like? What sounds are there? What does it feel like? What emotions do you feel in your body? What does it taste like even? By really tapping into your 5 senses through this visualization, you'll be able to make that experience feel real. And you want to be as specific as possible. So if your goal is to sign a dream client, actually picture that moment. Maybe you're opening the email, maybe you're signing the contract, maybe you're signing the client on a call and actually having that conversation where they say yes. Whatever it is, make sure that you have all those concrete details built into your mind. If you're a creative person, this may be easier for you than a person who's less tapped into their creativity. So let your imagination run wild. And if you feel like you're kind of disconnected from your creativity, that doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't mean that you're bad at visualizing. It just means that you need to let your guard down a little bit, let your mind play more. And I could actually make a separate video about this. That would be a good topic for a video, actually. And so once you have this beautiful mental picture painted, you want to pair this visualization with action. So one thing I love to do is journal right after visualizing. I've had visualizations that have brought me to tears because they've been so powerful, and I don't want to lose that momentum. I don't want to forget about that moment. So I journal about it so I can look back on my visualizations and say, wow, that was so cool. So again, visualization works because it aligns your mindset with your desired reality. You'll start to notice opportunities that you might have missed before, and you'll start to act differently because you believe that your desires are already on their way to you. Like, you'll believe that at your core. So don't underestimate the power of visualization. And my fifth and final tip for today is to really create space for intuitive nudges and flexibility in your life. A lot of these personal development gurus will tell you that goal setting is setting a rigid plan and sticking to it. And that could not be further from the truth. Yes, it's important to have structure to your goals, but you have to give them some breathing room. Goals might be your guide, but your intuition is your compass. So what that means is it helps you navigate when things don't go as planned or when you get off track and have to get back on the horse. I teach intuitive business practices in my mentorship programs, so if you want to work with me, check out my Gladiator membership. Again, the link is down in the description. But here are a few tips to tap into your intuition. It's important to check in with yourself regularly, whether that's through journaling or meditation or another mindfulness practice. But you want to ask yourself, does this path that I'm on, does this goal still feel aligned? And if the answer is no, be open to pivoting. The truth is that sometimes the universe has bigger plans than we do, and we need to trust the process. Now, the truth is that we live in a noisy world, and sometimes all of that noise can drown out these intuitive nudges. So that's why it's important to actually create time and space for this quiet time where you can really tap into your intuition. Whether you're meditating or taking a short walk or another activity you like, make sure that that time for you is built into your day. And just remember, when you combine intuition with strategy, you become unstoppable. So these 5 strategies are designed to help you crush your business goals in 2025, but if you want to go even deeper, you should totally join my Glow Gladiator membership. We go beyond goal setting inside to really help you design a life and business you love. So again, for the 3rd time, link is in the description, and I would love to know from you in the comments, what is your biggest goal for 2025? If you love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy 2025. Bye.